There's a new poll out right now that states 1 in 5 adults either traded, invested, or used cryptocurrency. This is some interesting details here. Among the demographic groups studied, men between the ages of 18 and 49 were the most apt to say they've dabbled in crypto at a rate of 50%. I'm not surprised. Men tend to dabble and ruin a lot of things in this country, so we're right on target like we usually are. Only 19% of those polled by NBC News said they view crypto positively, and 25% indicated they view it in a negative light, which makes no sense. Why would you trade or dabble or invest in something that you view in a negative light? Very confusing. At one point, we have to realize that we have something very phenomenal in our hands. And I feel like El Salvador is realizing that. I don't know who is advising them, who is guiding them, but I'm starting to read and hear talks about this $1 billion Bitcoin bond. And I know many of you that watch my channel, you know, we're just the basics here, and y'all may be wondering, what the hell is a Bitcoin bond? Well, let's take a step back and ask yourself, what is a bond? I mean, governments give out bonds. That's how they raise money. So a Bitcoin bond would be essentially raising money via Bitcoin or for Bitcoin related purposes. So in the details, and you know, I'm just speculating of what I've read, of what I heard. So the details is half of the $1 billion bond, the $1 billion that you invest in El Salvador for this bond, will go to building a Bitcoin city. Great details. I've read some minor details, but they're trying to build like efficient mining with the volcanoes and stuff. It's great stuff. Y'all look into it. The other half, I think like 500 million or whatever, will be to buy $500 million worth of Bitcoin with the term of holding it for 5 years, in hopes that within, after 5 years, it appreciated in a value where they could pay back their debts, the whole $1 billion bond back. I think that's a great idea if Bitcoin does essentially get to where we all expect it to be. It's an amazing idea. The only time it becomes like this ain't a good idea is, if Bitcoin tumbles. If it doesn't ever get to 100 grand, that'd be an awful idea. I think that they're bringing something new to the table, and we're going to get a lot of pushback on this Bitcoin bond. And let me tell you, governments are not going to like it, because if you have a choice between buying a U.S. government bond versus a El Salvador Bitcoin bond, and they start to notice that more people are flocking to the Bitcoin bond rather than regular U.S. currency bonds, we may have a few things. There may be an adoption. A Bitcoin adoption. This may be pushing more of that. Like you better adopt this, or you're gonna start losing funding. Governments might say, hey, why don't we have our own Bitcoin bond? Why don't we just take the chance? We can afford it. It's gonna get very interesting, but I do think a bigger Bitcoin adoption is coming, whether it's nation to nation or state to state, something more demographically. It's here, y'all. And I just want to encourage everybody to do more homework on it. Understand it a little bit more. Understand the benefits of Bitcoin. Just start at Bitcoin. Don't get lost in a cryptocurrency there's an unlimited amount. Please don't get lost in that. I'm not saying there isn't opportunities. Do your due diligence. I'm not a financial advisor, but just do your research on Bitcoin. I appreciate y'all for watching. Shout out to all my future millionaires watching this right now. Put a money sign in the comment section below. I appreciate y'all for watching. If you're interested in joining the Future Millionaires Discord chat, shoot me a DM above on my Twitter or Instagram. I'll get you the details to join. So hurry up, man. I appreciate y'all. Hurry up. Hit me up so I get you those details, y'all.